I certainly think the market's strong. The financing is as low as it's been in decades.
Oh, mortgage rates are great.
Mortgage rates are incredible, and people are getting loans at 3.5%, 4%. The FHA will go up to 96.5% of the purchase price.
Yep.
So people are able to buy a house that many times now, with 3.5% down, they're going to end up paying, after they pay their mortgage, taxes, and insurance, and even mortgage insurance, their monthly costs will be less than the house they were renting before they
See,
bought.
that's amazing, because I still think that 3.5%, I'm going, isn't that kind of part of the problem we ran into? But the interest rates are a lot lower now than they were when...
Yeah, and talk about too big to fail. This is the federal government, so the Federal Housing Authority, so that's really too big.
Let's turn this over to Pete for a minute. Pete, you're still in the studio here. You were mentioning about the GDP.
Just a curious, another kind of trivia. Fed funds rate is at 0 to 1/4, and it topped out at 19% in 1981. Can you imagine that?
That's amazing. Yeah, I think we did lose your mic there, but that's okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
I don't know what happened there. But
and that was when OPEC slammed down everything. So
yeah, I remember. You know what? I remember that a money market money market interest rates at the bank were at 16%.
16%. Yeah, when I was in college, that's where we were all putting our savings into Franklin Money Market Fund at 16%.
Well, you know, even the bank, a regular bank was paying that. I was thinking,
and the rate of inflation was less than that. So, people, I know people were buying real estate, getting mortgages. The mortgages, I mean, that was a little before '81, were less than the rate of inflation. So,
well, we were kind of wondering, why would people buy CDs at 12% when you can get a money market at 16? Well, it's because interest rates were about to plummet. Mm-hmm. In fact, I remember the old MCI getting a current yield of 19% on their bond, and the yield to maturity was around 30%. It was ridiculous.
Hey, Robert, are you seeing, in terms of the applications in the banking industry right now, has underwriting? I've heard lots of complaints about underwriting being a lot tougher nowadays. Are you seeing any changes in that this year? Going, I mean, we know the interest rates are really, really compelling right now, but what about people looking who still have an opportunity maybe to refinance? What could they expect?
The underwriting is as difficult as it's ever been. It's an overreaction possibly to all the stuff that went on beforehand with the no income, no asset, the liar loans. The underwriting is very stringent, and still I think it's going to stay that way for quite a long time.
So if you can demonstrate your income and you can prove, which is, I know in the Bay Area here, that's tough for a lot of people who are self-employed. So are you able to get self-employed folks refinances or purchase money loans?
Yeah, it's not a problem if you're working and you have enough income to qualify. It's just they should be prepared for a paper chase that's more time-consuming than it was when they didn't have to supply anything.
What are timelines right now? How long is it taking to get a loan approved?
Well, RPM, I just did a deal where it was a purchase, and we promised a 20-day close. So from the time we took the application to close, it was 20 days. Now, that's not the normal. That's only for a purchase and only...
Sounds like a private money loan.
Yeah, really. That's pretty good.
This is a straight 30-year loan, but normally through the bank, through RPM, it'll take about 45 days to be safe to get a loan done. We had a conference with Wells Fargo yesterday, and they said they're at about 95 days in underwriting.
So are you getting a lot of requests for pre-approval, or people coming to you and getting pre-approved so they can go out and make offers on property?
Absolutely. If people are looking for property or thinking they want to make an offer to purchase, any offer to purchase almost surely has to be accompanied by a letter from a mortgage bank or mortgage broker, letting the real estate agent who is representing the seller know that that client already is pre-approved, that they've already been to someone who can qualify them for the loan they're trying to get.
So the key is to do that before you start.
That's the best way to start financing.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Peter, thank you for joining us in the studio here. Here are our thoughts for the day. Get this. George Washington had to borrow money to go to his own inauguration. I guess that's where it all started. Now we're at, what, $4 trillion, right? Thank you, George Bowe. And the shortest war in history was between Zanzibar and England in 1896. Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes. If only all the wars could be that short-lived. And with that, We invite you to tune in to next week to the Best of Investing. We're going to be giving away, how many? 9 more free vacations for answering trivia questions. Thanks for listening. On behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown. We're wishing you the best of investing. So long.